Going back to work or being back in crowds might be causing you some anxiety right now, especially if you've had the coronavirus. According to a new study, 1 in 3 people who survive the virus are diagnosed with a neurological or psychiatric condition within 6 months. The 17% of those patients now suffer from an anxiety disorder. WBTV's Caroline Hicks spoke with a psychotherapist from Novant Health tonight, as well as a man who beat the virus. She is now live. So Caroline, fascinated to hear this. What did you learn?
Well, Molly, we can all relate to this in some way when we think back to how much uncertainty there was when this all began. There have been a lot of changes over the past year, as you mentioned, and still more to come. And that's why mental health experts want you to know if you're feeling this way, you're not alone, and there are ways to get through it.
When the pandemic first hit, people were experiencing a lot of anxiety because the routine had to change pretty drastically.
Psychotherapist Sultana Nosrati says the fear of the unknown caught many people off guard.
After a few months, they kind of got used to the way things were, and like most people, we adjusted.
As restrictions loosen, she says anxiety is returning.
And they're saying, oh, hey, let's go back to the office. And so I'm getting a lot of patients coming to me saying, hey, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with going back.
That anxiety can be even higher among people who know the toll COVID-19 can take firsthand.
I got it in September of 2020. And it wasn't easy. It's not what I expected, being a 28-year-old who's healthy and fit, I feel like, at least. I don't know. I was sick for a good 10 days.
Shane Bird says he had extreme exhaustion and headaches.
Yes, things are opening up. It's great for our society. It's what we all want deep down. But at the same time, I'm personally still nervous about doing some of the things I used to be doing.
It's why he says he's protecting himself.
I've gotten 1 of 2 shots so far, and I'm excited to get my second one just because it will make me feel a lot better personally.
Nosrati says the vaccine is a critical step in all of this, on top of learning how to cope.
Take a really deep breath. Give yourself time to adjust. Instead of beating yourself up and saying, I shouldn't feel this way. Well, lots of people are feeling this way.
Nosrati says it's important to talk with others about how you're feeling, and if you're really struggling, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. Bird says he hopes other young people are prioritizing getting the vaccine because he said he learned firsthand, just because you're young, it does not mean you're invincible. Reporting live in Charlotte, Caroline Hicks, WBTV. On your side.
And as you said, Caroline, a lot of people can be relating maybe to some of the anxiety here. After more than a year working remotely, you may be dealing with some anxiety yourself about getting back to normal or going back into an office. We are learning about tips to deal with the stress. Psychologists suggest you ask about the work safety protocols before you return to ease some of your concerns. You can also start taking a fake commute to the office to get back into that routine. Lastly, the basics like getting enough sleep, eating well, and exercising, they do go a long way.